One of the things I found that made most difference to my life was something I learnt along the way about taking action. When I was in my mid-30s, up until that point, I'd really been waiting for something to happen that would change it. I had a sense that there was more in me and I could do better in the world, and yet somehow I didn't feel that it was up to me to discover that. Somehow it felt as if something magical was going to happen that would transform me and people would recognise my potential and off my life would go. The biggest wake-up call really was this idea that nothing happens unless you make it. And it's been continuing to change my life ever since. The simple idea that I keep in my mind in any situation I'm in is to take action. What is it that I can do here that would actually enable me to be in control of the outcome? In cognitive therapy, we very often talk about two states you can be in. One is an external locus of control, or ELOC, and that is where you're sitting waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for the world to happen to you. And very often you hear people talking about how their boss ruined their day, or something happened that hurt them, as if really they have no say in what they're experiencing. They're just the victim of it. The other state is ILOC, internal locus of control, and that is where you choose your response to anything that's happening to you. So your boss can't ruin your day unless you choose it. And I'm not saying this is easy, this really is a thing you work on every single day. In any situation, to be thinking, what choice do I have here? What action can I take? And research has shown that the more you're able to maintain an ILOC position in life, the less anxious you are, the less likely you are to be depressed, actually the more optimistic and hopeful and positive you're going to be feeling. So taking action is one key thing in that. There's a principle in NLP that you should be doing more of what works and less of what doesn't. And that's part of what I'm talking about really. That in any situation, if you don't like what you've got, do something else. And if you don't like what that brings, continue to do something else until you land in the place you want to go. This really is something to practice, because our culture, I think, actually encourages us to be ELOC, to look for solutions to our life on the outside. And actually, when you come to see a cognitive therapist, one of the key things we're looking to teach is to encourage you to be looking for you to be independent, that actually the answer isn't on the outside. You have everything on the inside that you need to live the life that you want. So I hope when you think about that, you'll find an example in a future situation quite soon where you recognise that you could actually do more to be in control of your life than you think.